Hey there, it's Bar here from Bodjabart. I had a bit of a disaster with the camera before, so I missed everything about mounting this in, and I was showing other things, so we'll just carry on. I don't know what happened. Something went wrong. So I've got the motor in here, and what the problem is, I can show you this. So I've got the motor in here, and what's happened is the motor sits there nicely. It's pretty good, sits nice in there. And the sprocket was over here, this sprocket here, and in order to get it across to there, I won't be able to line up with my keyways too far over. So so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here off. I'm going to take this sprocket off and turn it round. So I've taken the hubs off, and I've just got to pull a shaft through so I can get this off and turn it round, hopefully. So it goes the other way, so I'll have more key for this to sit on rather than half. You don't want half. It's the main drive unit, so we'll get on and do that. So as you can see, I have bolted the motor in there. It's just sort of just sitting in there with the bolts done up for now, trying to line it up with that, and I've got a few other things I've got to do as well. So we'll get on taking that off and we'll see how we go. So it wouldn't be a video without Bart doing something wrong, eh? I know what he did. Here we go, so we've got that key out of there. We might be able to leave that one on. I just need to slide it that way a bit. Same as this one here. One of these fits this one. Is that right? I don't need that one, that's okay. Right. No, there's the smaller Allen keys in there. And we've got this moving. Whoop, the keys come out. Ah, there you go, my keys. Yeah, it's only holding by half, definitely. So we definitely have to swap it over. Okay, so that's going to be easy. That's going to be easy now. So we have to undo that one as well. Use that smaller key. Here we go. So we have to undo this other one on this side. There we go. Aha! And of course we drop something again. Alright. I've got a big screwdriver here. I was a bit grumpy, I threw it on the ground. And we'll get this piece here, which has got this key in. Remember, we've got these sleeves on. We might be able to leave that one on. And we just need to get this one off so we can slide the shaft that way. And if you remember, these are really, really tight to get off. They're just such a pain. I've made them too tight. But hey, you got to have them tight. You don't want this. Do you? See if we can get it off. Sure that wasn't that tight when we put it on. I'm about at my wit's end, I'm afraid, folks. I just don't know what's happened. I just don't know what's happened. Something that I thought would be so simple has turned out to be a nightmare. Oh, there we go. Hey! So I don't know why that was so tight on there. Right, I can see the key. So, I wonder... Yeah, I got the key so tight. The other one's loose. Oh, just so tight. got it. I need to get that darn key out of there. It's just too tight. It's ridiculous. I can see where it's rubbing actually. It's rubbing on the top. There's a spot right there where it's rubbing. Where's that file? Right, we're getting there. Yay, we're out. Are we out enough? We are. So it's this around to that way around. Yep. Here we go. This goes on there. There we go. And everything else should be on there. And it is. Right, back together. That's a lot better. Yep. Right, we're happy with that. I'm back again. I've found a piece of chain. I've managed to put an older piece and a newer piece, small bits that I had lying around there, to test it out, just to see how it looks. So I've cut it all to length, and I'm just going to put it, I've got a joiner link in there, and I'm just going to put it in for now. So you can see it's got a little wee clippy thing on it. So you always make sure if it's rotating that way, so that when it goes in and hits that, it's always going to push on. If you have it that way around, it'll push it off. So you want that facing that way. So I've just got to find out where the link is. There it is, right there. You just put that on there. And then you just push it on, and then I can take it off. It is a pretty small chain, but hopefully it'll work. Oh well, it will work because it's a bit of chain. But we just gotta. That's it. Yep. So that means that. I just wanted to see if I had clearance on this. There's a lip here for strength in this plate. So it does rub a little bit. So what I have to do, mind you, we've got to tighten it up because it's a bit loose. It's loose on here, so this is a bit loose. So we'll be able to push the motor forward with these two pieces up here. I have started making those bits that go here. So this is them here. I have started. I'll probably finish them at school. So these will go here, and those bars will run up. So I will finish those. Oh, we ran out of battery again. I had to go and swap it over. So we're back into it. Here we are. So we've got the link on. And I just wanted to see if it would hit this bottom lip in here, and it does. So you can hear it. It doesn't hit it when it goes, it sort of does. But we can push the engine forward, which will tighten up the chain. So that worked out alright. It was just two bits of chain I've managed to put together. And when we push the motor forward, yeah, that's alright. So you scored a bit of chain off me, Jason. I think that'll be alright. It was only rubbish. Well, I could add it on to something else, but I think that'll be alright. So we just got to fix that all up. So that's that. So yeah, I think we still might have to just move this a little bit to get it in line. It just doesn't quite look right down in there. So, but it's looking pretty good. So we'll figure that all out next week. Try and get that all lined up a bit better. I think we could just go with twisting it that way a little bit. It doesn't quite look like it's lined up properly. I just think it needs to go possibly that way. Yeah, that way a little bit. Yeah, and then we'll push it forward. Yeah, that will be. You see that's already tightened that chain up. Yeah, I'll just have to take a little nick out of underneath there, which is really good. I'm happy about that. What I might do, the motor's not quite nipped up, so I'll nip the motor up and leave it there. I did show you these here, so these are the bits that'll go up there for those other arms, so I'll take those and sort that out. We've also got to look at maybe packing this up and turning this. I'm not quite sure. Have to cut an aluminium disc. I've got some alloy there, so I'll have a look at that next week. I'll just measure the piece I might actually need. So I'll just measure that. So it looks like I'm going to need a piece around about 60 millimeters. Yeah, so I need a round piece about 60 millimeters round. Right, we'll write that down. 60 mil. 60 M packer for carby. Right, I'll sort that out. So what we'll do now is we'll just pack up, I think. I'll nip that motor up, it goes over there. We'll nip this motor up and we'll see how we go with nipping that up. Alright, we'll nip this motor up here, wherever I can find it. There it is. So I've got two bolts that have underneath, that have the bolts, that hexagonal heads, and two bolts that are got Allen keys on them. So what we'll do is, I'm not sure if, I thought it was this one here actually. Is it that one? We'll nip the two bolts up that have hexagonal heads. Let's see if I can find the right thing. So it's not that one, it goes back in there, it might be this one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll nip this up. Yep. That way the motor's not going to move around too much when I put the cart up out the road. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the chain. We'll sort the chain out later. But it's actually quite good to know that I've got a piece of chain here. Right, do that. Do this one here as well. Okay. What I'm thinking about doing is making a plate to go under there, which will help strengthen that and give it a bit more bite to it. So just another flat piece of plate underneath there. I've also got to work on the pedals and the other plate thing for the front. If you remember, I was talking about that. So we've got to make that front plate. So what I'll do is I'll call it quits there. Didn't get that much done today. We did put the motor in though, and it does look pretty good. So you can hear it just chattering on the bottom. So we won't be that long. Yeah. I'll have to test and take the chain off when we test the motor because I don't want to spin anything. But that'd be easy because we've got a joiner in it. But that's pretty much it for now. I haven't tested that out yet. Do you think we should? Nah, we'll leave it till later. I still have to pull it to bits. Oh, we can have a look. Is this the Allen key? Allen key? Nah. If I haven't got the Allen key, I won't do it. Yeah, oh. Might be up there. Oh, a whole pile of them here. So no, it's not that one. Could be that one. I think it's that one. Yeah. I have to do it up really. Oh, no, it's the wrong size. It's not the right one, I think. Oh, right. Well, that's no good, is it? We just snapped the bolt. Oh, right. That's no good. No, I didn't get it tight anyway, so... Now we've got to figure out how to get that bolt out of there. I didn't expect that. Oh well, something we'll have to sort out next week. How are we going to get that screw out of there? With a bit of luck, we might be able to just undo it because it sticks quite a long way through here. So we might be able to undo it from there. Don't know why it broke though. Well, that's a pretty tough cap screw thing. Over tightening it too much, too many times. Just giving way. Won't be able to do it. I thought it was a bit light anyway. We shall see what we can do next week. We'll see what we can do next week. I'll find another one of these. Yeah, I'll find another one. That'll be fine. We'll sort that out next week. Alright, so we'll leave it at that. So don't forget, like and subscribe. Bodjabart out. Have a good day.